Hello, Internet. Weld test at SpaceX. First time I ever set foot inside that facility. And yeah, interesting. SpaceX has a lot of different divisions. They work on everything from ground support equipment, which is the stuff that'll actually carry a rocket, to the actual components for the rocket itself. The particular division that they were having me weld test for was their Starship division. And the way they explained that to me was they're launching a whole bunch of satellites into the air to give low-cost cell phone service and internet to people all over the world. It kind of almost sounds like that thing that the villain Valentine tried to do in the film Kingsman Secret Service, but a lot less devious. But yeah, in that film, he was trying to give free internet to everyone to send out some signal that would cause everyone to go nuts. Elon Musk isn't doing that. But I digress. The Weld test. Relatively straightforward, but it was a test that I haven't ever gotten before. So as you can see in the picture, which will be up to the left or right, wherever, it was sheet metal. I wasn't able to measure it, but it was about a 1/16 of an inch thick, stainless steel, and it was placed at a 45-degree angle with the other piece there, and you just had to just do a fillet weld all around it. Took me about 25-30 minutes to finish it, not too long. No burn through. The one that you see next to the unfinished one, that's not mine. Mine was still in the fixture, but I wasn't able to really exactly take a whole bunch of photos in there because photography is not allowed. But we'll see. They'll probably get back to me. I think I did really, really well because they nitpicked it. They were like, oh, you could have added a little bit more filler. So usually when somebody nitpicks something, you did all right. But yeah, that is SpaceX. Now, the interesting thing about the whole Starship welding is that most aerospace welders are bench welders. They get a component. They're sitting in a booth in a nice controlled environment, and they'll do the same parts over and over again. In Starship, we will be doing the same parts over and over again, but there's no bench welding. You'll actually have to crawl in, under, and around things. So they want somebody to be able to weld overhead and all those cool positions because they're not going to lift an item just for your convenience. And it was really, really funny. Last thing, they said some of the best welders at SpaceX were in this division. Everyone is, the best. It's kind of funny because I've actually trained welders that weld at SpaceX. And is SpaceX a big deal? Not really. I've worked at two of the largest aerospace companies in the world, Honeywell and Senior Aerospace SSP. Much, much larger in terms of revenue and building space and all that than SpaceX. But everyone's heard of SpaceX because it's always in the news and Elon Musk and all that. So we'll see. If I get a job there, I do. If not, no biggie. Going to Texas anyways. Peace. Oh, one more thing too. To those that are actually taking the weld test, you'll need a TIG figure. That makes things a lot easier. Like the only difficult part was the amount of heat getting into my torch hand. But yep, that's it. Peace.